infants. This is a new story for me. I've never read this one in class before. It's called Ginger Nut and it's by Chani McBain and the illustrator is Joanne Nethercott. Let's read the blurb to see what this one is telling us. Callum McGregor is a blonde boy in a ginger family and he's fed up with being the odd one out. He tries every harebrained scheme he can think of to turn his blonde head red. But does Callum really need to be a ginger nut to be a McGregor? Let's find out. Ginger nut. Lots of carrots. Ooh, someone looks like they're eating lots of carrots. Ginger nut. Callum McGregor came from a ginger family. Callum's mum and dad had red hair. Callum's big sister Shona and big brother Jamie had red hair. Callum's grandpa had red hair before he went bald, and he still had a bushy red moustache. Callum even had a cat called Ginger, but Callum was just boring blonde. Which one's Callum, do you think? I think it might be him. Everyone called Callum's family the Red McGregors, but they always forgot that Callum was a McGregor too. When they went to Mrs. Finley's bakery, she gave them a special treat. I saved my last 4 gingerbread men for the Red McGregors. But she always forgot to save one for Callum. Oh no, I think I would be really sad if someone forgot to save a gingerbread man for me. Callum rushed out of school every Friday when Emma's mum gave them a lift home. But sometimes she forgot that she should have 3 McGregor children in her car. Callum was fed up with being the odd one out. He wanted to be ginger like the rest of his family. He would have to find a way to make his hair red. Callum was feeding his pet rabbit when he had a wonderful idea. "Carrot tops," he yelled, startling the bugs. There must be a reason why redheads are called carrot tops. Callum found a big bag of carrots in the kitchen and started to munch. In case eating the carrot tops didn't work, he ate the carrot middles and the bottoms too. "Where have all my carrots gone?" said Callum's mum. Callum kept quiet. "I'll have to make cheese scones for tea instead of your favourite carrot cake, Callum." Callum groaned. He was still the only blonde McGregor, and now he had to eat yucky cheese scones for tea. The next day, Callum was stroking Ginger. Her tail flicked in front of his face like a ginger moustache. Callum had a wonderful idea. If I put Ginger on my head, I will look just like Grandpa before he went bald. Callum lifted Ginger up. She was heavier than he thought and a lot bigger than his head. Callum lost his grip. Ginger tried to cling on with her sharp claws. Ouch! But she crashed to the floor, shot out of the door, ran down the hall and hid under Callum's bed. Callum was still the only blonde McGregor, and now he had a sore head and a very frightened cat. The next day, Callum was drawing a family portrait when he had a wonderful idea, a red felt tip pen. But he had just started to colour his fringe when the pen stopped working. He scribbled on some paper, but nothing came out. He gave the pen a little tap, but nothing came out. He gave the pen a really hard shake. What do you think's going to happen next? And everything came out. Red ink went flying all over his face and his t-shirt. It went all over the carpet and all on Mum's good couch. Mum's face went so red that she looked like a tomato. Callum was still the only blonde McGregor, and now he'd been caught red-handed. The next day, Callum was drinking his favourite fizzy drink when he had a wonderful idea. If Iron Brew can turn my tongue orange, maybe it will turn my hair orange too. He gulped down 1 bottle. Yum. Halfway through the second, his tummy started to gurgle. He let out an Iron Brew flavoured hiccup. Hiccup! The next one was even louder than before. Hiccup! It was no good. Callum couldn't stop hiccuping. He was still the only blonde McGregor with a bright orange tongue, and his brother Jamie had to give him a real scare to stop his hiccups. None of Callum's wonderful ideas had worked. I might as well face it. I'm going to be the only blonde McGregor forever, he sighed. The next week, Callum's mum and dad announced that his uncle and aunt from Australia were coming to visit. Callum was very excited. Please, please let them not be ginger. He wished really hard. When the buzzer rang on the day of the visit, Callum bolted down the stairs. What do you think? Do you think they're going to have ginger hair? Let's see. And his heart sank. You must be Callum, said his aunt. You look so much like your dad. Callum huffed. Couldn't she see that he was blonde? It's the McGregor nose, she said. All the best McGregors have that nose. Your grandpa, your dad, your uncle, you, and of course Ellie. Callum was confused. He had never heard of the McGregor nose. Callum was just about to ask who Ellie was and what she was doing with his nose when a little girl peeked out from behind his uncle's legs. Ellie, come meet your big cousin Callum, said his aunt. Hiya, said Ellie shyly. But Callum couldn't say anything. He could only smile because his little cousin Ellie had bright blonde hair just like him. Callum still wasn't ginger, but he did have the same nose as his dad. And now there were two blonde McGregors. Maybe there was more to being a McGregor than having ginger hair.